Adding and subtracting polynomials. A polynomial is in standard form when all of the terms are in order from highest degree to the lowest degree. Standard form is a commonly accepted way to write polynomials. For example, this polynomial is in standard form because you can see the exponents decrease from the highest degree to the lowest degree. So here we're going to drag to rearrange the terms to create a polynomial in standard form. So the highest degree is right here. So we'll put that first, then the 8, x to the 8th, x to the 6th, x to the 4th, third, first power, and then the constant at the end. And here you see the polynomial written in standard form. Monomials with matching variables raised to the same power are called like terms. So 4x and negative 12x are like terms. X to the third y and 4x to the third y are like terms, and they can be combined. So we can add 4x and negative 12x to get negative 8x. And here we can add those together to get 5x cubed y. Unlike terms cannot be combined. So this is a b, that's an a. No. Here we have a squared b. Here we have ab squared. They're not like terms. They cannot be combined. The number in front of a term is called the coefficient of the term. A term with no variable, so no letter, is called a constant term. So that would be like a number, like 10. Here we have 7p cubed minus 4p cubed minus 2p cubed. They are all like terms. Therefore, we can add the coefficients together. 7 minus 4 is 3, minus 2 is 1. Therefore, this simplifies to p cubed, or 1p cubed. Over here, these are all, in green underline, are the like terms. Negative 9, however, is not a like term, and it has to remain by itself. The other numbers can be added together. Down here, we have two different like terms. We have a cubed, shown in green, and we have b to the 12th. So we can add the green ones together, and we can add the blue ones together. But we can't combine the blue and the green. So negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. Negative 5 plus 9 is positive 4. So you can see that this is what it simplifies to. Over here, we have a polynomial, but none of the terms are like terms. Therefore, it cannot be simplified further. Simplify by combining like terms if possible. So yes, these are like terms because they both include just an x to the same power. So 4x plus 3x equals 7x. These are also like terms. They're both a squared. 5a squared minus 2a squared is 3a squared. Right here, they are all like terms. X to the first times y to the first. So 7 plus 8 minus 5. So we have 7 plus 8, which is 15, minus 5 is 10, xy. And then finally down here, they look similar, but they are not like terms because the same letters have to be raised to the same powers. So here we have x squared, here it's just x. That's y squared. These are not like terms and cannot be simplified further. And here are all of the solutions. When adding polynomials, the goal is to combine like terms. There are different methods to consider. Here's the first. Method 1. Add vertically by lining up like terms in columns. So here, if we want to add 3x squared plus 5x minus 12 to 5x squared minus 7x plus 3, we're just going to line them up. So the x squareds are right here in one column, the x's are here, and the constants are here. So if we want to add those together, 3 plus 5 is 8. And then 5x minus 7x is negative 2x. Negative 12 plus 3 is negative 9. Over here, we want to add these two polynomials, 3x to the 4th minus 5x plus 7x to the 4th plus 5x squared minus 14x. We just have to line them up vertically. So we have 3x to the 4th plus 7x to the 4th is 10x to the 4th. Then there are only two terms in this polynomial, which means we just don't have one here. So then we just move the 5x squared down. And then here, negative 5x minus 14x is negative 19x. And here you have both solutions. You could add horizontally by identifying like terms with different colors. This would require having like colored pencils or something so that you could go through and identify the like terms and then add them horizontally. You could also distribute, commute, and associate as follows. So here the distribution isn't so hard because there's a plus sign here. So really you just get rid of all the parentheses. Now if this was a negative sign or there was one here, you would have to distribute that negative. Then you can move them around. So when they say commute, that means take this one and move it next to the 3x squared. So then you're regrouping them based on which ones are like terms and then combining. So those are two other methods. Remember the definition of subtraction. A minus b is equal to a plus the negative of b. When subtracting polynomials, first use the definition of subtraction to turn the problem into an addition problem, and then use one of the addition methods just practiced. So for example, if we're going to subtract this polynomial from the first one, we can distribute that negative sign. So we'll turn it into a plus, and then every term inside the parentheses will switch signs. So 5x squared becomes negative 5x squared, negative 6x becomes positive 6x, positive 3 becomes negative 3. Then we can add them vertically by lining them up in columns. And here we've added them together. 3 minus 5 is negative 2, 4 plus 6 is 10, negative 5 plus negative 3 is negative 8. Here's the same problem but solved using method 2, where we distribute that negative sign, get rid of all of the parentheses, and then combine like terms horizontally using colors. So this is just another way to get the same answer. And here's method 3, where once again we distribute that negative sign, we remove the parentheses, we move the like terms to be next to each other, and then we associate them with these parentheses. Then we combine, and we get the same answer as before. Alright, 4x cubed minus 3x minus 5 minus 2x cubed plus 4x squared minus 7. The first step is to distribute this negative sign. So first we're going to make it a plus sign, and then we're going to switch the sign of every term in here. So that becomes negative 2x cubed minus 4x squared plus 7. Then we line them up vertically, being careful to note that this one has an x term, but this one doesn't. This one has x squared. So we do have 4 columns. Then we just vertically add. 4 minus 2 is 2. Negative 4x squared just gets put right down here. Negative 3x gets moved straight down. Then negative 5 plus 7 is positive 2. So this is our answer. Now let's solve this problem using method 3. All right, so first we're going to distribute that negative sign. So that negative sign becomes a plus sign. In all 3 of these terms, switch signs. Then we get rid of the parentheses. We move the terms around so that the like terms are next to each other. So like, for example, this negative 5x squared moves over here. Moves right over here. And then once they are grouped, then we simplify. So 3x squared minus 5x squared is negative 2x squared. 12x plus 7x is 19x. And negative 5 plus 9 is 4.